Is it worth it? I feel like there's crack in these books, and I love the vengeful woman. Hello team, my name is Monique. Welcome back to a new cauldron and a reading vlog. In case you didn't know, this is Bookwitchreviews, my channel, and I moved house about a month ago, and I finally seem to have settled somewhat. The books are in somewhat order. I'll probably change them around. It's almost Halloween time, which is why this one I've snuck it out of being in the loft, which is because I have a loft now where I can store things, and that means that my girlfriend, as adorable as she is, do insist that Halloween and fall decorations do not come out until Halloween and fall are actually around, which I think is rude because it's also still really hot. I'm actually wearing clothes today. I'm wearing makeup. This is my new phone because my old phone decided that C and F were not letters that I could use anymore, and I also couldn't pick up my phone. So I upgraded because I love tech things. So, HD Monique, you're all very welcome. But anyway, it's Sunday. Let's do an actual reading vlog for once because delightful. I have not really read anything in particular. I fell into a fanfiction haul last week, but before that I actually read an e-arc of The Oleander Sword by Tasha Suri, which is the second book in the Burning Kingdoms trilogy, which is an absolutely glorious adult fantasy, and you should all read it. The Oleander Sword is the sequel. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's much more pining and sort of goodness, also betrayals, things, oh god, so much magic. It's so good. I actually really want to do a review of the first book so that I can make more people pick up the second book because it deserves all of the very, very good things. But yeah, I'm currently sitting on the floor in my office slash schnuck slash library. Do I actually have enough space on these shelves for my books? No, but we will deal with that as it may. But I need to pick something to read. Am I flabbering and just sort of going on for a little while right now? Yes, I am. I did get some book mail yesterday. I got A Prayer for the Crown Shy by Becky Chambers, which I've just opened. You can see an unboxing on my TikTok, which is where I post a lot, in case you didn't know about that. So if you'd like to follow me more, like daily video information wise, there's a link in the bio below. And yeah, this is the first book and this is the second book, and I really just want to read this immediately. But I actually had the plan of power reading this series and documenting it because it's a little bit funny. These are the beautiful Illumicrate editions of From Blood and Earth by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Is it Armentrout or Armentrout? Tout. I bought the Illumicrate special edition box of From Blood and Earth, which I believe came out a year or so ago, something, because I was entirely taken in by the hype. And I did actually think I would have read this by now. It's really stunning. It's really beautiful. It's sort of apparently new adult urban fantasy sort of. I know that we are following a young woman called Poppy, who is a, what is she? Like a, I nearly said associate. That's not right. She is, basically part of a religion where she is meant to ascend, and that means that she is currently sort of locked away. I don't really know what I'm going into. I've tried one other Jennifer L. Armentrout book and it was like fine, but it read very much like YA sort of urban fantasy way back in the day, and I just wasn't in the mood for that at that point. I think it was Storm the Fury that I read. But I want to give this a chance because so many people say that it's just sort of like a fun read, and I love these editions. They're super beautiful. The cover's all stunning, and we have sprayed edges as well, and they go all the way around. Illumicrate, you spoil me when you do that, you know that. But yeah, but I wanted to read this because I need something light and fluffy in my brain. So even if it is like violence and fantasy, then it's not supposed to be deep dive fantasy. Like, it shouldn't be hard for my brain to wrap around. So we'll see how it goes, and if I don't like them, then I just sell them. That's also, don't judge my collecting habits, okay? I know I have a problem for Illumicrate editions, and I just want all of them. But yeah, I really wanted to read this, and I will reread this, and then I'll read this. But I feel like I should give Jennifer L. Armentrout a chance before I decide to read Becky Chambers right before, because I feel like that will make this worse than it might possibly be. Also, don't get mad at me if you love From Blood and Ash. I'm not saying that it's bad. I haven't read it yet. I'm just saying that I'll try and we'll see. And then I'll probably read these because Becky Chambers is perfection. Becky Chambers can do no wrong. But yeah, that is the very first update on this reading vlog, and we'll see if I stick with it. Good morning, team. It's Monday. Look at me being good about reading updates. First off, I started From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout yesterday. I am about halfway, as you can see, because one, it's not like it's a super small writing, but also because it is easy. So I don't think I explained quite well what this book is about, but I believe most of you will already know. This is basically, I don't know if it's a new adult or an adult fantasy. We are following Poppy, who is the chosen maiden, who in this sort of world is meant to ascend on her 19th birthday for the gods. And the society is built up into these different brackets, where the first son or daughter stay with their family and the second son or daughter ascends, and we don't really know what they ascend to. Well, I have a vague idea. But this country is also plagued by the Craven, which are basically like vampires on steroids / vampire zombies. I'm not entirely sure. And the maiden is not allowed to really exist with others. She is meant to be completely separate, and Poppy doesn't really want to do that. It's very flowery written, or at least it was in the beginning, but the further I'm reading, the more I'm enjoying it. So I'm absolutely seeing where people end up like devouring these books because they're easy to read, they're funny, there's banter, there's sexual tension. So I'm really enjoying this, surprisingly. We'll see how I end up. I have a vague idea, obviously, about what's coming because I've heard other people speak about it. Never actually like the proper, like I don't think I've been ruined for the plot, but I have a vague idea about what's going to happen and what is already happening. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. But I do also see like where people are like, this is terrible because it's not something new really. It's just nice. I'm currently on my lunch break updating you guys. I'm hoping to read some more. I'm hoping to finish this quite quickly, and then I'm hoping that I won't distract myself, and then I'm just going to read the entire thing, and then I'm going to give an overall rating, because some people say that this is the best one, some people say the next one is the best one, and then some people say that the last two books are kind of like bleh. But I do know that there's that prequel, and I want Illumicrate to do a prequel book if I end up enjoying these, because apparently people are crazy about the prequel, and I want to know. I am very, very inspired by hype. Like, I'm not sorry to say so. That's just the life. And so I just got some exciting posts that I've been waiting for. Look at my beautiful baby. Look at her. And then the artist was very, very kind and sent me another art print. Look at them. Stunners. This is fan art of the one and only Gideon from Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir, which is one of my favorite series of all time. And I saw this art print and I've been debating buying it for quite a while, and I love it so much. Just take this in. Just breathe it in for a brief moment and just bask. But yeah, I will leave the name of the artist down below, so that you can check their Etsy out if you want to. I am a big fan of Gideon fan art. I love it very much, and I hope you enjoy it too, because I want to put it on all my walls everywhere. Hello team, it is Wednesday. I bet you all thought that I could keep this streak going, and I could not really have anything to update on, but I do today. So I obviously finished From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout, and I understand why people love it a lot. I can see the appeal. If this was some of the first like fantasy romance that I'd read. It is not. So I wouldn't say it was pleasurable, but it was enjoyable. I flew through the first like 200-300 pages, and it's enjoyable. I wouldn't say that if you know anything about story structure, or if you've read a lot of fantasy before, that you can't see some of the plot twists happening like a mile off. But I enjoyed our main character, even though like the writing isn't, I wouldn't say it's particularly great, but it's also not bad. So it's a very in the middle book for me. I ended up giving it 3 stars. When I thought about it some more, it might end up as a 2.5 or it might be a 3.5 because it was enjoyable and I was having a good time. And sometimes that is just what reading is about. Is this going to be my new favorite book? Probably not. But is it going to be beautiful in my collection? Yes, it is. So we're keeping it at least for right now because I did enjoy it and I like knowing what the hype is about. I obviously guessed quite a lot of this and I'm assuming that I may have heard vaguely spoilers previously because I did. I don't actually think I've been spoiled for this because I don't think I'm in those circles. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I read it. Yay me for quick reading. And now, even though there are several other books that I also want to read, I really just want to read this series. Not because I'm like, oh, I knock it out of the park and then it's done, but because I'm like, I just want to know. And also because I just don't think I know from reading this book that this book is going to hold no candle to a Becky Chambers book or Babel by R.F. Kuang, which is what I want to read right now. And if I read that, I cannot go back to this series for a good couple of months because it's just going to be like, is it worth it? So I want to read the next one. I'm going to read Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which is the sequel. I believe that we're starting off sort of immediately after this book, still following Poppy, following Hawk, and Kieran, who I believe is like a sort of... I feel like that's a spoiler what I was about to say, but then I already knew about it beforehand because I have been spoiled for some stuff. Look at how pretty this is. Like, it's stunning and beautiful. So yeah, we'll be reading the second book. I don't know how much I can say about this one without spoiling this one. So we're just gonna run with it and then enjoy this vlog. It's gotten hot in the UK again, so I'm just kind of like, but that's the update. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hello, team. It is now Friday. Yay. I didn't read anything yesterday. So I am about 85 pages into Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. And I think I lost steam. I've lost the intense, like, you know, drive to read all of these books in one go. But I'm gonna try. I finished work now. Yay, me. I was thinking about doing an actual video, you know, enjoyment, fancy things. But I don't know if I can be bothered, even though I am wearing all of the makeup. So I guess I could. Standing like this, you are standing on my desk. So it sort of reminds me that I need to buy a new tripod that can stand by itself, because I'm too far away, but you can see all the books now, but you can also see the window and the mess and the other stuff, and you can hear seagulls. You're welcome. I didn't think they'd be in here. They shouldn't be here. They should be closer to the sea. I am not as close to the sea as I once was, though I wish I was. Not seagull stuff. I am flapping. But yeah, we're gonna try this some more, and then I maybe won't read the third book immediately afterwards. Will I ever read that book? We'll see. We'll see how much I enjoyed this, but I'm gonna try. But the sun is actually back out, and for the fact that I actually have a garden, we haven't used it so much because we are just DIYing all the time, which is also the plan for the weekend. It is DIY lounge time because we're getting some of our furniture on Thursday, so that's exciting. But yeah, gonna go try and read this in the garden and have some tan, because I need a tan to prove that summer actually happened, and then I would like it to just become fall, so that I can wear cute sweaters and be like cozy and stuff, and also pumpkins, because I have so much Halloween decor now and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, that is the update, and I'll check in with you guys possibly tomorrow or maybe later. Hello team, it is Tuesday. Yes. And I haven't really got a whole lot of an update. I did read on Friday actually, and got back sort of into this world a little bit. It got a little bit more interesting, and I am excited about finishing this book hopefully today or tomorrow if I have enough time. It was a bank holiday weekend in the UK, and I have done nothing but DIY. all weekend. We have some furniture coming on Thursday, so we have been intent on getting our lounge ready and painted before all the furniture comes in, and that has taken all weekend, literally all of Saturday. I've just been sugar washing and sanding stuff, and then Sunday we were putting down the primer and like getting the room sort of ready for color, and then we did put color on, and then yesterday we literally like painted another few walls, and I've been doing coving in my lunch break, which is why I have paint on my hands, and that's just been the life. My body now hurts a lot, and my office is very messy because all of the stuff from the porch is up here, but it's looking really good. I'm super bored by white, and that's why everything is getting colored. So my lounge is purple, not like Tinky Winky purple, but like a really deep, nice purple. It's called Wild Blackberry. I'm super excited about showing you guys once everything is set up. And yeah, so furniture on Thursday, super excited about it. And then we will hopefully be picking our couch, which is a very adult, very expensive fucking thing to do, but I would really love a new couch because our current couch is way too big for the room. But yeah, that was just a little housey update. You're very welcome to that. But yeah, hopefully I'll have more to say on this one, and then I think once I'm done with it I might finish this vlog, even if it's in the middle of the week, because yeah, it's Tuesday and I started this on last Sunday. Might be a 2-week vlog, who knows. It is Thursday. And obviously this vlog is going to go on till the end of the week. Maybe, I think. I finished this literally 5 minutes ago. And I don't know how I feel about it. But I was not feeling it, and now I am feeling it. Like, so the thing is that I understand why people get obsessed with this series. There are bits of this that I find really interesting, and I'm like, I want to know. I want to know what happens. And then I read a page and I'm like, yes, okay, let's go. And then I read a chapter of like, and then I don't know how to explain it. It's distinctly average in many ways, and then yet there is something. I don't know, is there crack in these books? I feel like there's crack in these books, and obviously this edition is stunning. And I wasn't gonna read the next one immediately, but I might, just because I'm like, I need to know what comes next. And it is not on my TBR. I actually made a TBR for September. I'm very excited. The video is hopefully gonna be up sometime today. Just like my unboxing was also meant to be up sometime last week, you know. But yeah, it's still only like I think just barely a 3-star. So it's average, but there are good bits, I think, is all I can say. I'm happy I read it. I can also entirely see people's issues with it, but then it is like a little cleanse for your brain. Like I took my brain out for a few hours, and then I gave it a little rub and massage, and then I put it back in, and then I was done with the book. So I didn't have to think. There are some annoying bits though, like sometimes, but I don't want to spoil, so I don't think I can mention it. But like overall, enjoyable. Yes. And I like Poppy, and I like Castile, and I like all of that. I like their like banter. That's good fun. I don't like the overthinking, and I don't like the ignoring people of like when they're telling, and I'm kind of like, but I want to know. So maybe stop killing people who know. Like if you're going to murder them anyway, but at least make them talk to you before you do. Just do that. So I was going to read Babel next, and I can't right now because I need to know what comes next. So where is it? It's up there. Guess who's reading A Crow of Gilded Bones next? It's me. Because I need to know. Also, why are these books not uglier? We'll see how long they stay. They will probably stay for a little while, but I do love this, and I do find it entertaining, and I like to be entertained. So that's that. Hello, team. It is Wednesday. So this has been an extra long vlog, but I finished this book, and it was distinctly average. It has like 10% of it that I enjoyed. No, we could stretch it to a 15. I enjoyed the last 20 pages a lot. I enjoyed like every once in a while dialogue, and I basically forced myself to read it because I had to know what was going to happen, and it was fine. I've given it a 2.5 rating. It's probably closer to a 2. This is also a 2.5, and this can be stretched to maybe being a 3. So I read it. I know what the hype is about. I understand why some people might really enjoy it. It's written in a very modern way for being a fantasy. It's very easy to follow. It does have a lot of repetition though. Poppy is a super cool character, but there's a lot of inner dialogue that then becomes regular dialogue, and Castile and Hawk are great, and all of the other characters are great, but yeah, it's very, like, it's like it wants to be a broad spectrum fantasy, and it's just falling short a bit, but it has just enough sweat is crack in here that you have to continue, like you must know what comes next. So I will not be reading Dwarf Two Queens right now, but I absolutely will, because the way that The Crown of Gilded Bones ended, I have to know, and I love these editions. They are so incredibly beautiful, like front and back and underneath the dust jacket, so they will survive probably 1 or 2 unhauls, and then they will probably be sold so that someone else can enjoy them, because I did pay money for these and they are fine. I've obviously also heard quite a few reviews from people being like that there are faults in these books, and I can absolutely see that. The representation of Black and queer people in these books is well, for queer people more like non-existent-ish. They're sort of scattered in there, and then there are people of color, but they're in like mainly servitude roles, which I've heard a lot of criticism against, and I completely understand that, and obviously that's not something that I can particularly speak out about, but it is something that I can be aware of when I am reading. So this is the vlog of me reading the first 3 from Blood and Ash books. Did I have a good time? I had a brainless time. I enjoyed the fact that I didn't have to think very hard about any of this, and I did enjoy parts of it. I enjoyed the first book most, obviously, then I enjoyed bits of the second book, and I enjoyed the end of the third book. I love the vengeful woman. I am a big fan of murderous creatures, and this book has that, but it also has the writing. Yes, and obviously, if you don't think so, if you love these books, great for you. I wanted to love them. I love the hype. I want to be in on the hype. And I'm obviously not talking badly about your reading taste, so please don't take it that way. I have certain standards for adult fantasy. It does have spicy things, so I would say that it's for a plus 18 like audience. That means for me like an adult fantasy. It could also go into, yeah, obviously the new adult fantasy genre. It's low fantasy, and I enjoy low fantasy very rarely. I'm much more into a urban fantasy or historical fantasy than a low fantasy. If I want intense fantasy, then I want sprawling world building, and this just felt like it was trying really hard to do so, and it did not. So I've done it. That's 3 books. I'm proud of myself for doing like a full-on series. I wish that I could say that I would just start the 4th book now, but I won't, because I have been wanting to read Babel so badly, and I'm doing so now. So yeah, that is the end of this reading vlog. I don't know how long it's gonna be, and I don't know when it will be up, but it will be up at one point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe button at the same time so you don't miss out on any other videos from me. You can also click the little bell which give you a notification when I put up a new video. And then I hope you guys enjoyed this mess, and remember that I'm proud of you. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.